big star!" Max's voice rang through the apartment and he launched himself at her, his little arms wrapping around her legs tight. Amelia pulled him into a deep hug. She had never missed him more. Rosa emerged from behind the kitchen counter.
"You're back so soon. Faith said you had a few more days left on your trip."
"The work ended early, so I came back," Amelia lied quickly, not wanting to get into all that. "How are you feeling, Mom?"
Much better."
Rosa handed Amelia a cup of tea and studied her face.
"But your hands are freezing, and your eyes are red. Are you all right?"
Amelia brushed it off. I'm getting over a cold, and the wind outside irritated my eyes." Rosa sensed something was off, but let it go.
"Javier just left. Did you run into him downstairs?"
"No, must have just missed him." Amelia forced a faint smile as her fingers tensed around her teacup and her mind drifted back to the elevator. That night, Amelia was restless and took some cold medicine, hoping it would help her sleep. However, the heaviness in her chest had nothing to do with her cold. Needing to do something, she reached for her tablet and found herself Googling Celine DuPont. The search results yielded photos of Celine at high-profile events, leading her family's defense firm and standing alongside world leaders. Further internet sleuthing then led her to what she was looking for, a photo of Celine and Javier from 8 years ago. In it, 2 teenagers in military uniforms stood side by side, looking triumphant and shaking hands. So they really were connected by more than family wealth. Like Giovanna had claimed, they seemed to be old friends who had a past. They'd been partners in the army and trained together. A lump rose in Amelia's throat, and she swallowed hard, forcing herself to breathe through the ache creeping in. Just then, the sleeping Max beside her stirred and blinked up at her groggily.
"Mom?"
Amelia quickly turned off the tablet. "Oh, did I wake you?" Max shook his head, rubbing at his eyes with tiny fists.
"Yeah, but I want to stay awake with you."
She stroked his hair and asked something that was on her mind. "I heard from Grandma Rosa that you went to Grandma Giovanna's house the other day?" Max's face lit up, his sleepiness now forgotten.
"Yeah, Grandma Giovanna is the best. She always gives me lots of treats, unlike Dad, who never lets me eat anything fun."
He giggled, unaware of the knife twisting inside Amelia's chest.
"Grandpa and Grandma want me to have their last name too. But I like Rivera. I told them I should get to have both."
Her fingers froze mid-stroke, and her heart sank for a beat. They were already trying to erase her name from his. She wanted to ask Max what he would do if his grandparents ever tried to take him away, but the words felt too cruel to say out loud. All she could do was hope that Javier would stay true to his word when he said no matter who he married, he wouldn't push Amelia out of Max's life. She forced a small smile, pulling him closer. "Sleep well, little moon. We'll talk about that and everything else in the morning." Days passed without a single word from Javier. His face occasionally flickered across news articles, TV interviews, and social media posts. Everywhere she turned, he was there, and each time she looked away, but never for long. He stayed a charming public figure, looking unaffected by her absence as if she had only been a brief moment in his life. The thought hurt deeply. While he continued seamlessly, Amelia wrestled with insomnia. No matter how tired her body felt, her mind refused to shut down. Thoughts ran wild and restless, clawing through every memory, every touch, every unspoken word left between them. Despite promising herself not to search for him, her fingers betrayed her, typing his name again and again in the search bar. And there it was, Celine. Always beside him in the headlines. She could see the shift happening, the gossip sites, the speculation, the elegant photos of them at high-profile events, the inevitable replacement. Her stomach tightened, but she forced herself to shut the laptop. This is better, she told herself. It was always going to end this way, wasn't it? Amelia felt Faith rolling her chair towards her desk.
Ames, let's go to the games.
Amelia snapped the laptop shut as her friend arrived, dropping 2 glossy tickets onto the desk. She picked one up, scanning it. A charity basketball game. Faith leaned an elbow on the desk, smirking.
Manny hooked me up with these 3rd row golden seats. Do you know how hard these are to get? I don't either, but I bet they're impossible.
Amelia flipped the ticket over, already recognizing the event. The entire city had been buzzing about it all week. A special all-star game featuring politicians, celebrities, and athletes. But it wasn't just a game. Javier would be there as team captain. Her stomach sank. Amelia immediately handed the ticket back. I'm not going. I can't leave my mom alone, and besides, I can watch the broadcast on TV. Faith rolled her eyes and shoved the ticket back into her hands.
Stop making excuses. You're going whether you like it or not.
Amelia sighed. Faith, I don't... Faith's expression softened slightly.
Babe, I get why you don't want to go,
she said gently.
But when he's on the court with thousands of people around, he won't even know you're there. You don't have to make this about him.
Amelia let out a slow breath, fingers tensing around the ticket. Maybe Faith was right. Maybe being surrounded by energy and excitement for a few hours would be better than staring at the ceiling, drowning in her own thoughts. She nodded slowly. I'll try. Amelia eyed Faith curiously as she tapped the ticket against her palm. Okay, so what's the deal with you and Manuel? You're hanging out again now? And why is he the one giving you basketball tickets? Faith's grin flickered for a moment, but she played it off smoothly.
When he drove me home that night in the rain, we decided to stay friends.
She said it so casually, like it was the simplest thing in the world.
We missed each other too much in our lives.
Amelia arched a brow, barely holding back a smirk.
Just friends?
That sounds tricky for you two. Faith snorted, rolling her chair back toward her desk.
It's not tricky if you have self-control.
Amelia laughed lightly, shaking her head. Right. And you do, huh? Well, if that makes you happy, then that's all that matters. Faith paused for half a second, her smile still in place, but something about it felt just a little forced.
Happy? Yeah. Very happy.
That night, the basketball arena buzzed with energy. A sea of fans chanted, clapped, and shouted names as cameras flashed like 1,000 tiny lightning strikes. Every movement, every introduction, sent ripples of electricity through the crowd.
And now, entering the court, please welcome tonight's charity ballers.
Amelia and Faith settled into their 3rd row seats, a prime location right in front of the players' bench. Faith bounced excitedly, barely able to sit still, but Amelia was distracted. She was here. But so was he. Just then, the grand march began and players stepped onto the court to waves of deafening cheers.
Introducing your starting lineup.
One by one they came, celebrities, politicians, public figures, each met with enthusiasm. And then...
And now, His Highness, the Prince of Spain. Give it up for Javier El Prince Charming Calderon.
Javier stepped onto the court, and a new kind of excitement exploded through the stands, louder and more intense than for anyone else before him. He strode forward, his movements fluid and commanding. With a slight nod to the crowd, he lifted a hand in greeting, not boastful, not over the top, but undeniably magnetic. The audience ate it up. Amelia sat completely still, but her eyes betrayed her, refusing to look away. no matter how much she wanted to. He was the only one she saw. Her pulse pounded in her ears, and for a moment, nothing else existed but him, standing there, absorbing the world's attention as if he had been born for it. Beside her, Faith let out an excited shriek, grabbing Amelia's arm and yanking her to her feet.
Hey, he's looking over,
she exclaimed, waving wildly.
Here, over here, Javier.
Amelia barely had time to process what she was saying before her eyes found his. Their gazes locked, and her breath caught in her throat. The crowd, the flashing cameras, the pounding energy of the arena, it all blurred for the briefest moment. But in an instant, he looked away. No flicker of recognition, warmth, or acknowledgement. Just coldness. It sent a sharp, icy sensation through her despite the heat of the packed stadium. It was as if she was a stranger to him, nothing more than one face in a sea of thousands. Suddenly, a tap on her shoulder pulled her out of her trance. Amelia turned, surprised to find Thomas Flores' easy, infectious grin looking back at her.
Hey, it really is you guys.
His voice was bright and effortlessly smooth. Faith gasped, immediately beaming.
Ah, Thomas. Fancy meeting you here, Mr. Pretty McGorgeous,
she teased. He plopped down into the empty seat beside her and stretched out like he belonged there.
Faith, I missed you, beautiful. I assume you're both here for Javier?
His smirk turned, knowing.
My brother is playing, so of course I had to come to support him and catch all his bloopers on camera to mock him for eternity. Either way, it'll be fun.
Just then, Thomas turned to Faith with a lopsided grin.
Hey Faith, mind swapping seats with me?
He asked. Faith hesitated for a second before flashing a knowing smirk.
Oh, I see how it is.
Without missing a beat, she got up and swapped seats. Amelia barely had any time to react before Thomas suddenly appeared seated by her side. And that's when she felt it. A sharp, cold presence fixated on her from across the court. She tensed, and when she slowly turned her head, for the briefest moment, she was certain Javier's gaze was locked on them. A chill ran down her spine. Did Javier just spot her sitting together with Thomas?